So I'm able to use Popper now on my cabinet as well, using the same files from Pinball X, by using junctions, but that does not matter. What I'm here to show you is I got Pinball HD Collection working using a launch script I created about a year ago. People could already use it in Pinball X, but there was no instructions or no setup video for Pinup Popper, sorry. So I added it to my cabinet. As you can see, I created a table video that rotates between all tables if you leave it on the table, so it will switch to another table. I also took some promotional Pinball HD Collection backglass picture and made it into a backglass. I can launch the game, so if I go inside it, the playlist, I have the icons and the videos and the backglasses. These come from the game, but I'm not supplying them in on GitHub. But I did create a batch file which you can use to copy the files into directories that you need. But I will explain it later. So this is just a video to show you that it's working in my cabinet using Pinup Popper. So let's try to run a table. The arcade table. I also created Popper videos using a program that someone created for Pinball X. So let's start the game. It rotates the screen using DisplayExe from Nailbuster, and then it starts the game. It goes back to the beginning of the menu and then goes to the table you selected. And then you can, it also has remapped the buttons, because by default it uses left and right and up and down two flippers, but usually we use Control or Shift or Enter. So in my AutoHotkey script I also changed the keys to something else. As you can see, I also make use of DMD-XT, so there is the DMD on the playfield, but I mirror it there. So if I launch a ball and we play, the score comes there also on my field. So yeah, I did a bad thing now. I was not not playing it well. The game is pretty basic, but it's nice to have another pinball game on your cabinet. Oh, ball gets stuck there. It's a safer. So let's see if we can get it gone. Also, the game has one annoying thing that usually prevented it from playing it without extra controls or keyboard or mouse. But I'll show it to you. So let me first be able to lose the game. Yeah. It's not easy to drain the ball. Especially not while recording at the same time. I know it will be gone. Yeah. So the game is over, and now the game sits on this screen, and here you cannot do any kind of input from the flipper buttons or enter button, so it just does not work. But I created a small fix for that on a different button, and it will enter my name. Let me first see if I get the button. Yeah, it will enter my name and press OK and restart the table. So it entered my name, it restarted the table, reselected it, and we can play a new game. So you can keep on playing the game as long as you do that. You will have to change these keys to the keys you use in your pinball setup, but I will explain that later. So this is basically a video showing how to play Pinball HD Collection on your cabinet using Pinup Popper. I will show another table, so I can quit it. It will display, rotate again, and we are back on Pinup Popper. So they have an Halloween table. Let me launch it. So the rotating. Then the launch script I created launches the game, and we'll select the table. There we go, Halloween. And you can play the game. So yeah. I'm not sure if we are going to include it in this video, but maybe at the end, but then people won't know how to set it up. So I will make a separate video on how to do the installation on Pinup Popper. It's not hard. I did basically most things. You just have to import the table names and adopt a few things in the scripts. But that I will explain in a separate video. So yeah, it's a nice. If you're familiar with Pinup Popper and scripts and such, I already created the repo on GitHub, so you can find it there if you want. The table audio also comes from the game, it's just the music.